Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else out there in the universe of the internet, to Original Characters. I'm Jeff.
I'm Kevin.
And on this show, we sit down with a franchise, a beautiful, unsullied franchise, that has original characters out there in the internet that are just beautiful and amazing. And we just fucking ruin it.
We show up and the party's over.
Everybody's like, oh my god, the original characters guys are here. Everybody else.
We hold a mirror up to society, and the society is like, ugh.
We are the guys who nobody wants around because we're too real. That's what it is. It's not that we're assholes who ruin everything. We're just too real.
That's gotta be it. We gotta be the assholes here. Despite, I gotta, send a big old heart out to our OCs, our listeners out there.
Oh, yeah. The real original
the OGs
characters.
Or the OCs?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That acronym doesn't even make any sense.
No,
but the original gangster, original characters, if you're feeling real fuck the police about it, like I know I always do.
I mean, it's hard not to these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone was so nice to us after our last episode. It was really awesome.
Everybody was real on board for the Daranos. That's all over. It's back to brass tacks basics over here. So bye, half the listeners.
We're sorry. What are we doing this week?
This week we're diving into the mostly 8-bit world of Mega Man Classic, one of my favorite video game series of all time.
Me too. I definitely was big into Mega Man. I think 6 was on the Mega Man 7 was on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, Mega Man 7 was the one on the Super Nintendo that was 16-bit.
Yeah,
a pretty good game.
I like that game a lot. I watched the cartoon as a kid.
Oh yeah. Dude, I tell this story all the time on supplemental M-Class material, but I ran home from school from the bus stop so I wouldn't miss the Mega Man cartoon.
The Ruby Spears Mega Man cartoon, even now, I'm like, this is something special.
It's a literal nightmare. It's a fever dream. It's one step removed from, the Captain N world, where these people obviously had never played a video game in the Captain N world. But in the Ruby Spears Mega Man, they played the game, but they vastly misunderstood it.
And the animation, yes, it's bad.
It's Ruby Spears, of course it's bad.
It's not as bad as, early He-Man.
Oh, no. They learned lessons, at least, as they went along.
It's more than, 2 frames a second, sometimes.
It's not just a show that's meant to sell action figures, either, although it is. And it did, because I bought all of them.
Those action figures are so cool. I don't own any of them.
I still somewhere upstairs have a Guts Man, a Mega Man, and a Rush from that series.
I was consistent as a child with my parents' credit card. I was consistently outbid on eBay for Snake Man, and I'm like, fuck this! I can't get Snake Man. I want no part of this.
Snake Man's your favorite Robot Master?
As a kid, I liked Snake Man a lot.
Snake Man is great. Snake Man was built to explore space. That's why he's a snake.
Duh. He was not built to explore Ireland, because that place... can't go there.
Of course, St. Patrick Man ran him out of there to begin with. Original character do not steal.
That should have been my OC, St. Patrick Man. He would have been amazing.
So we are obviously going to be more focused on the bad side of Mega Man history here. The Ruby Spears cartoon, Captain N, the Game Master.
I did like going on the Mega Man Wikipedia, Mega Manpedia, whatever. Megapedia?
It's Mega Man Database.
Mega Man Database.
Mm-hmm.
I liked going there because I guess one game really went into the likes and dislikes and good points and bad points.
Oh, you followed that rubric too? Oh,
yeah.
Perfect. Because I did too. I love that. Because all their likes are they have nothing to do with what they are. It's Snake Man likes botany.
I guess that makes sense.
Sure.
I mean, there are no trees in his stage, if I recall. There's waterfalls and snakes, and
there's a sky too. You go to a sky level halfway through. Wily was look, I had to spend all this money on Airman's Fortress. We're gonna reuse it.
Like, that level rules, and that like weapon rules too.
Oh yeah,
like you just shoot snakes out. That's great.
That tune rules too. Like the song from Snake Man's level is amazing.
Yeah, I always liked Tomahawk Man's stage.
Oh yeah, well my favorite Mega Man game is Mega Man 6 with all like the World Warriors.
Oh yeah, those had the coolest designs.
Oh yeah,
those were those fan designs, or
like
were those...
pretty much every Mega Man boss started out as a fan design post Mega Man 1.
Like, that's awesome. Fan culture is basically built into the game.
Hell yeah, exactly. And that's why, still to this day, if you search Mega Man tags on, like, Tumblr or DeviantArt, you know, our normal original character, Haunts, you're gonna find a lot of Robot Masters on there with a lot of care put into them.
Did you notice any specific, like, patterns to these Robot Masters? Is there a specific thirst that is quenched through these works of art?
There are a lot of gay Robot Masters that I've seen.
Duh.
Which, as far as we know, all the Robot Masters are gay. They're all dudes, except like 3. But
Splash Woman is a woman. I think there's Roll, and I think there's some non-canon.
Yeah, there's like Honey Woman, who's like a non-canon version of Hornet Man from Mega Man 9. And then there is Quake Woman from the Archie Mega Man comics.
There's Coin Woman from the Patchy slot.
Yeah, and there's, what is her name? She's the host of Mega Man Battle and Chase, and I can't remember her name
yeah. And there's also Kalinka. There are a couple of them, but like, they're more of a surprise than anything when they show up.
Well, it's like the whole team working on Mega Man were like Japanese men, and they were like, why would you have a girl robot if she didn't clean your house?
Yeah. Like, we don't have enough time to get into, like, Keiji Inafune and, like...
Oh, what... you mean the guy who didn't make Mega Man? Yeah, we don't have time to get into him.
The not inventor of Mega Man? Oh my god.
The guy who literally, like, hates Mega Man because he didn't make him and had to work on him for, like, 30-some years? Yeah.
That story is crazy.
My favorite thing about Keiji Inafune that anyone ever said was, the guy who created Devil May Cry and Bayonetta, Hideki Kamiya.
Yeah.
Somebody asked him what he thought of Keiji Inafune, and he said, really great businessman, not a video game maker.
Yeah.
And that's...
I mean, you look at his Kickstarter projects...
Yeah, he definitely didn't make a good video game, so...
I mean, Recore looked cool. I'm not sure if anyone played it.
That's still happening technically. There's supposed to be an anime.
Oh, that's Red Ash.
Red Ash. Okay.
Recore was his launch title for the Xbox One, I think, and it was like, you're a mechanic girl, and you have to find your dad, and you're in a desert with robots, and you can take out their orbs and put in different orbs, and red orbs are bad and blue orbs are good.
Did this actually happen?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's a game you can play.
I was under the impression that Keiji Inafune had only ever worked on Mega Man games, and that's why he was so fucking bitter all the time.
No, he made Recore, and it looked good. I haven't played it because I don't have an Xbox One.
I don't like being spied on, so...
Yeah. Blasted.
I want to front load this episode by telling everybody, since I tell people this all the time in every way I possibly can, please go read Mega Man Megamix and Mega Man Gigamix. They are 2 manga series, 3 little volumes each. Each volume has like 3 or 4 separate stories in them. The best Mega Man thing ever made.
Nice.
It's like it's like far more emotional than it is like action, but there is a lot of action in it. But it's all like, you really grow to love these characters that were just like little blank robots that had a like and a dislike on a screen before.
That's so cool. Is that Archie Comics that puts those out?
No, that's a manga. Like, you can get it through, I think Udon is putting it out, like Udon Studios. The Archie Comics are alright. Like, they're pretty good. They're obviously like aimed towards kids, and the Mega Man Megamix and Gigamix are aimed towards like fans from the old days.
Oh, cool.
They're not gritty or anything, but they do have very like heartfelt, emotional stories where you're just crying at the end.
That's about my speed these days.
My favorite story, it's like my absolute favorite take on like the evil doppelganger. It has like copy Mega Man from the original Mega Man that you fight. You do your little fight against him. But in the comic, he thinks he's the real Mega Man. 100%. He's not like, I'm evil and I'm infiltrating and I'm gonna kill all the good guys. He 100% thinks he's the real Mega Man, and the emotional fucking damage he suffers because of it is insane.
They did a similar thing in Adventure Time with Finn and Fern.
Oh, he thought he was the real guy?
Yeah, they both think they're Finn, and they both have Finn's memories.
Yeah, that's the copy Mega Man, and it's like, his breakdown when he realizes he's not the real Mega Man is like, you feel for him.
Oh my god.
It's really good. None of the things we're going to be talking about today are going to be really good in that way.
I mean, you haven't heard my robot
emotional damage, man. Do you want to jump into yours first?
Yeah, let's go for it. My robot master is Library Man.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Man, I have to work hard not to read this in like the Daranos voice from last time.
You're so practiced now. It's just in your headspace.
So I'm gonna try and read this not run-on sentence style.
Please.
So, Library Man is a robot master created to tend to various artifacts, mostly books, in Dr. Light's physical library. Since nobody really uses physical media in 20XDX, are we in 20XDX, by the way, or are we in 2000?
We're in 2000XD.
Okay, so we're only in 2000X. He mostly just chills out and reads to seniors and organizes the endless piles of books in his gigantic library.
I like that he reads to seniors. That's cute.
I feel like he himself is a little bit like a senior. Like, he's sort of outdated.
I'm picturing him like a regular, like, robot. Like, he has a robot design, but he also has tiny little round glasses sitting right in front of his robot eyes.
Yeah, I pictured him with, like, big, like books for, like, shoulders, like epaulets or whatever.
That's great, actually.
His weakness is any fire move. You know there's gotta be one fire guy. But if Mega Man uses fire, it makes him a book burner, which puts him in pretty bad company.
His weakness is, of course, Fahrenheit 451, man.
Exactly. Yeah, we really want to like insert moral dilemma into the Mega Man universe, like into the games. I know the manga.
Oh, the game has one that I can think of off the top of my head. When you go into Skullman's level, when you go into Skullman's room to fight him, he stands there. He does not attack you first. He will stand there the entire time if you just don't attack him. Of course, you have to complete the level, you fucking monster.
But you drew first blood. Alright, so when you beat him, his weapon is B Blaster, Book Blaster. Because he can't fit it all.
I was thinking it was going to be a different B, but okay. Book Blaster.
Book Blaster. Book Blaster, which drops large leather-bound books that snap closed like bear traps.
Oh my god, that's awesome!
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I like that one a lot. I want to use that power.
I feel like you could also jump on them or something. I don't know. I always like the weird weapons, even though you never use them.
Oh yeah, it'd be like a magnet beam from Mega Man 1. You could make little platforms out of it. Oh, that'd be great.
I don't know what kind of robot master would be weak to books. Maybe like illiterate man, or
I think my robot master might be weak to books, honestly, when we get there.
All right, we'll get into the rock paper scissors aspect of it. His best friend is Dustman, who helps him clean the library sometimes.
Oh man, I love how you always have a best friend.
You got
That's
it,
like
man.
It's my favorite part of all your characters. His best friend is
his best friend. Library Man is the dungeon master for Dustman, Splashwoman, Gutsman, and Centaur Man's D&D group.
Oh my god, I want to be in that group.
When I was going through all the robot masters, being like, who do I want in the D&D group? And I was like, definitely Dustman and Splashwoman, because they're like my faves. And then I was like, oh, Gutsman. Gutsman's gotta love this. Like,
Gutsman is like, he's playing the game for his own selfish reasons. Like, you always get that guy in a game who's like, his goals in the game are super different than everybody else's.
Yeah.
Like, everybody else is like, I want to get XP and I want to, like, go on adventures. And then Gutsman is like, I want to make enough money that I can reinforce the buildings better that I'm going to build in town.
Gutsman plays like a Gutsman plays like a noble wizard or something like that who's like trying to get in good with the aristocracy. And you're like, man, can you just fucking cast a spell?
He's like, look, I'm just trying to better the infrastructure of the village, okay?
And Centaur Man loves gambling, according to his profile.
That's perfect.
So
that's
I feel like he'd be in for like anything with dice in it. And I learned that both Splash Woman and Gutsman love karaoke, so they have something to do afterwards.
They go karaokeing together, actually.
They do?
Because they're both light robots.
Nice. See, this is great.
That's the best thing. That's the best thing about the extended Mega Man universe, is that none of the robots are actually dead.
Yeah.
They all get rebuilt, so they all just, like, get hobbies and shit afterwards.
My favorite thing is they have so much downtime. Like, they have hobbies and, like, they can do domestic-ass shit that I love. Like, that's great.
Oh, yeah. Like, Elecman runs the power plant that the city that everybody lives in at, but he still has, like, a hobby, and he goes on vacations.
I dream of the work-life balance these robots have.
Humans were like, well, we've got enough robots now. I guess we can have other robots take the workload off our robots.
Like, what are humans really doing? Like, I mean, I guess the Ruby Spears...
Making robots.
I guess the Ruby Spears show has some answers to that, which is mostly they run around screaming when attacked, which...
Yeah.
Fair.
Oh, yeah. That's 100% fair.
So here's my good point, bad point, like, dislike. So, good point, Library Man is imaginative.
Ooh. Of course he's the DM. He has to be.
He has to be. But bad point, he's a little absent-minded. So
he's cute. I like him.
He's definitely gonna be reading a book, and then, like, a bunch of books are gonna fall over, and then, like, there's gonna be a crash dust cloud, and then he's gonna be like, how did this happen?
Whoopsie! And the audience goes, ha 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 ha, aww.
So great. The more I thought about him, the more I'm like, he's kind of just like Belle in Beauty and the Beast. Like,
he is. He's Robot Belle.
He just loves books so goddamn much. So for like, I put musicals. But for dislike, I put loud noises.
He's startled.
Yeah, he's a librarian. So he's like, shh.
Kevin, I can't help but notice that you made a good original character. I think you have to leave the show now.
I just need him to be my boy. I just need to make a good robot friend to get me through.
He's so great.
I did know that this character is a little too good of a boy, so I did make one very quick bad boy.
Oh shit. A bad boy.
And his name is Ska.
Oh my god, it fits. Oh my god. Kevin, you are in for a penny, in for a pound on this shit, dude. I'm impressed.
Well, wait for it, because his bio is only one sentence long.
Oh boy.
Ska was actually built before Proto Man, but Dr. Light doesn't want to talk about him. Apparently, he died back in 1990X.
Man,
that's all I got. That's Ska.
R.I.P. Real Big Fish. R.I.P. They're probably still touring.
Pick it up, put it down.
Pick it up. Oh, put it back in the ground.
Put him in the ground. He's in Vampire Man's, what was that? Dark Man?
Shade Man.
Shade Man. He's in Shade Man stage somewhere.
Why did it take me so long to figure that out?
Oh, I don't know.
I just love the care that was put into these characters. Like, you could have called Ska anything. You could have come up with anybody for your bad boy, but you knew you got your rock, your roll, your bass, your blues,
treble, reggae.
You gotta have your Ska.
Gotta have Ska. So stupid.
I love it though.
Thanks, man.
This is like one of the best Robot Masters ever. I think.
I'm glad you think so. I want to hear about your robot master, though.
Alright, so first off, I'm gonna have to show you the character that I have created. His name is Kegger Man.
Oh my god, he's so good. Dude, that's the style. So good.
His name is Kegger Man. He's also known as the Barbarous Booze Hound.
Oh, you gave him a cool nickname.
He is Dr. Wily number 169.
Oh my god. That's
his
so
weapon
good.
His weapon is called the Booze Cruiser. And it fires bursts of concentrated weaponized beer which explode on contact, dealing damage in an area of effect.
Oh my god, yes.
The shot can only travel so far across the screen before it bursts on its own, limiting its range.
I really want to make a Mega Man fan game that's set at a college campus for both of our characters now.
It's perfect.
So good.
Okay, so he was designed to make extra money for Dr. Wily's schemes by being rented out to fraternities and underage drinkers' parties. He has attended more than 10,000 epic ragers since his activation and learned absolutely nothing at any college courses.
Yes.
His little quote is, "Yeah, bro, let's get fucked, dude."
Oh, I love him.
You might not in a minute. His weakness is, of course, the Dean of Students strike that you get for defeating the Dean of Students.
Mm-hmm.
Good point, life of the party.
Yep.
Bad point, doesn't think women are people.
Oh. Can't have that.
He likes underage drinking and dislikes narcs.
I mean, that's fine.
His intro dialogue when you enter into his level, shout out to Mega Man 11 for adding a little entry dialogue. I think Mega Man 8 had it as well. But you enter in and he says, "Yo, tell all your dudes and honeys about the party, bro. Let's get fucking lit, brah."
I feel like Library Man just has to, shoot a bunch of women's studies textbooks at.
Oh no, dude.
Oh no, dude, the markers of identity.
Oh shit, dude, I learned something? Fuck.
He takes a drag from himself.
His defeat dialogue is, "I didn't know you were a little narc, mega bitch."
I mean, he basically is.
And of course it echoes, so it's mega bitch,
bitch.
But if he defeats you, he goes, "Yo, totally fucking frosh move, brah." His level is, of course, the frat house.
Of course.
But it is also half brewery inside because there's just so many enemies that are based on beer. I'll get to those.
Oh, yeah.
His physical appearance, for people that won't be able to see until I post him on Twitter, he is a big silver keg with arms and legs, which is my absolute favorite type of Mega Man enemy, just an item with arms and legs and eyes on it.
Yep.
I love Galaxy Man, he's just a UFO. I love Strike Man, he's just a baseball. I love Heat Man, he's a Zippo with a head on it. Love them all.
I always thought Heat Man was a cardboard box. I just didn't get it.
Why is he a box? I guess they burn good.
I guess.
He has a small circular opening for a mouth, which always has a lit cigarette dangling out of it.
I wondered what was going on there.
And his eyes look like a pair of welded-on swimming goggles, because that's what they are. Wily was strapped for cash.
He's got a Bender vibe about him, to be sure.
His eyes themselves are light brown and look like bubbling brewskis, brah.
Sick.
His shoulder pads are obvious pressure gauges that monitor the amount of cold beer inside of his body at any time. And he has a black tap coming out of the side of his head that is, of course, he has to pull in order to fire off his shots.
Yeah.
He's never seen without his backwards white baseball cap, which has Dr. Wily's logo on it, although nobody would fucking know that, because I ain't turning that around, baby. He loves booze, honeys.
Yes.
Drunk honeys.
Yes.
Chilling with his bros.
Mm-hmm.
Football. Yeah. Hating on people who are different than him.
No.
Getting away with everything because his dad totally owns the robot dealership.
Alright, he must be defeated. I hate him.
And being litty as fuck 24/7, 365. Also, pissing in public.
Ugh, this guy's no good.
He's a villain, Kevin. He was created by Dr. Wily.
I'm gonna... I mean, we gotta fucking lay him out. Like, I'm a narc now. I'm on Mega Man's side.
I do want him to die. I'm excited to see him get killed. Because he dislikes nerds, feminists, not being litty as shitty 24/7, 369, the dean, nerds again, anyone who's different than him, even in the slightest possible way, running out of feel-good juice, and narcs. HP, 69.
Nice.
I did damage. If you touch him, it does 4 damage, 6 damage for the booze cruiser.
Yep.
3 damage for when it bursts on you.
Oh man, you're game devin this thing.
I'm Game Devin. That's my name now. Game Devin.
Wow. Rethink that.
I created Keggerman entirely backwards this time. Like, I thought of a voice first. I was like, I want to do this voice, dude. I gotta do it. Like, I just gotta be the shittiest fucking frat bro that's ever lived, brah.
Is this inspired at all by your own college experience?
No, I didn't go to, like, frat parties or anything. I always found them hilarious, though. Like, the frat guys in class who would just be completely silent for most of it, and then they'd raise their hand and be like, so, like, is this gonna be on the test?
My school didn't, like, have any past freshman year. They all dropped out, so...
No, they had scholarships, I guess, so they were just there the whole time.
I mean, my roommate, who was never in the room because he was pledging to a frat, was in a frat, but...
Was he cool?
He was never around, but he had a big TV, so we just called him TV.
Yes.
So, yeah. So he was the best.
I just came up with that voice, and then I was like...
Oh, it's so good, dude.
I had to draw him next. And I just drew a keg with arms and legs, and I was like, his name is Kegman. Keggerman. And he has, like, a nozzle instead of a buster on his arm, and he has to grab onto the tap and pull it to fire out the shots out of his buster.
I'm gonna fucking disassemble him and make him homebrewer, man. just like reach in there, like put a few more empathy chips in there, like make him more dad-like, and now he's a homebrewer.
Yeah, you can't fucking rain on my parade, dude. Like, my dad owns the dealership. You can't fuck with me.
He's gonna die. I don't know if there's a robot hell apart from Earth where Mega Man is, but he's going there.
I love how much I hate him, though.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't feel bad, like, just fucking wrecking his shit. Like,
his level, though.
I feel like even Wily wouldn't feel too bad. Wily'd be like, yeah, my investment on this one was pretty low.
He definitely didn't put too much, like, into the intelligence chips or anything. He was like, I gotta figure out a way to get an illegal keg to people's parties. I'll just give it legs, and it can go on its own. And this is what happened.
You know, not every scheme has to be, like, a take over the world type scheme. Sometimes you just have to, like, get a win in. Like, do some minor evil.
It's capitalism's fault that Keggerman exists, really. Because Wily had to make money to make more evil robots. So... if only the government would subsidize creation of evil killbots, then Wily wouldn't have had to stoop so low.
Well, maybe in a much worse universe like ours, that would happen.
I do have 2 ideas for the level.
Okay.
One is certain platforms have red solo cups lined up on top of them that Mega Man can run across on top of.
Nice.
And on every platform that has those, there's an adjacent platform that has, like, you know, Sniper Joe, right?
Right.
For people who don't know, he's got a shield, and he shoots only when... you can only hit him when he's shooting, because his shield's always up.
Yeah.
Well, this level has Sipper Joes.
Oh my god.
That are wearing togas.
Yes.
And they fire off little ping pong balls that shoot across and land in the solo cups, and if Mega Man is on top of the solo cups, he's in danger of being hit by them. And he can only hit him when he's not holding a big ass ping pong ball in front of him, when he's throwing it.
I love that. I was gonna ask if there were frat robots, and
there are frat robots.
Like, that's a lot of questions I have on why frat robots exist.
You know, why does Keggerman exist? Why do any of these guys exist?
To fucking party, bruh.
Just fucking trying to get litty on a titty, bro.
God, he has to die.
Get with the program,
We gotta kill him.
The other, of course, there's got to be like big rolling kegs that you got to jump over.
Obviously,
but there are beer cans that look like they're like beer bottles that look like normal little beer bottles that are standing up. And when you get close to them, they pop up with little metal feet and have little metal eyes and run at you. And you got to like when they take 2 hits to kill. The first one shoots the top of the bottle off, and it becomes like a weapon, and it tries to stab you with it.
Yeah.
And the second shot blows it up.
I love that. That's adorable.
I love Mega Man.
Mega Man's so good.
And that's not my boy Keggerman. I want him to die.
Okay. Yeah. We'll make it happen. We'll
hopefully,
get that bastard.
We'll finally get that bastard. I've only known about him for 10 minutes, but fucking we'll finally get him. So, the world of Mega Man is a vast place. It's vast enough for both Library Man and Kegger Man to exist.
Yeah.
Of course, I think Kegger Man's real weakness is probably B-Blast.
Oh yeah, we gotta B-Blast the shit out of him.
Gotta just butt blast him right off the fucking planet.
So many B-Blasters. Like, he's gotta fucking read and learn and die.
Yeah, I ain't trying to learn shit except how much biz it takes to get me fucking lit, brah.
Oh my god. I feel like there should also be like a fake energy tank in that level somewhere, where if you drink it or collect it, Mega Man goes drunk.
The whole level starts to get wavy.
Yeah.
And he's a little harder to control.
Yeah, it's like touch fuzzy, get dizzy.
Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. I was thinking, like, a perfect enemy for Library Man's level, and this might have already been done in a Mega Man game. You know, like, the little batons, the, like, circles that turn into bats with little faces on it?
Yeah.
You gotta do that, but it's a book on a shelf.
Yes!
And then the face opens up and it flaps the book down to attack you.
And it's got 2 little big robot googly eyes on it.
Of course. Of course it does.
Yeah, I was trying to think of what else we could do. I was gonna, like, incorporate some museum elements into Library Man stage, like maybe have some, like, dinosaur skulls or something like that.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
Or fossils or whatever. But I like the book. Flying book is fucking golden.
You gotta have the standard, like, librarian robot that's like, it's like a really tall dome that has like a robot old lady head on it, and it just zooms back and forth.
It's Librarian Joe.
It's just a Sniper Joe with one big eyeglass on its one eye.
And it's just reading. And like when you shoot at it, he just like holds up a finger and goes shush, and it deflects your missile or whatever.
Oh, there's definitely got to be like a desk with a librarian robot behind it that's reading a book, and if you like charge your buster near it, it goes shh, and like the words shush like come out and slap the shit out of
I love it. Oh,
it's like the old levels where like the level would go pitch black and you could turn the lights back on, but you had to shoot an enemy that would explode on you. It's like a stage hazard more than it is an enemy.
Yeah.
Of course, like, you gotta have, like, the little stepping stool shelves that they have.
Yeah.
But of course, those have little eyes.
The little rolly ladders, like from Beauty and the Beast, you gotta have them.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Comfy chairs, like, everything's a robot.
Everything in the library is a robot for seemingly no reason. Card catalogs that, like, fire rapid machine gun cards out at you for no reason.
I mean, Library Man got that grant money. Like,
he decked it out. He's like, look, I gotta get jobs for all my robot friends in this library. Robot nepotism. That's what his real villainous side is all about.
Damn. I love it. I love that you made Keggerman. I do not love Keggerman.
Women's Studies is Keggerman's real villain at the end of the day. Like, Keggerman is definitely, like, he goes back to Wily's hideout and he goes online and just comments on YouTube videos all night long.
I mean...
Yo, this bitch should be so much prettier. She would just fucking smile more, bruh.
I feel like basic empathy is his weakness.
He's missing it. He's missing it all. Dr. Wily is ashamed.
Dr. Wily, a feminist like Dr. Robotnik.
Apparently not if he made Keggerman, though.
I mean, how much control does Dr. Wily really have over his robot creations? I feel if it was a lot, then...
Apparently none, because he made Base to defeat Mega Man, and he just constantly goes off on his own and does whatever.
Yeah.
Like in Mega Man and Base, he just decides that he's pissed off that Dr. Wily made other robots and decides to go destroy them all. He shouldn't be able to do that.
Deep
you
fucking
lore. You should have programmed
dude.
in there.
Deep lore, bruh.
You should have fucking programmed in there, do not destroy other robots I make. Like, just put one line of code, right?
Listen.
Wily was like, I don't got time for that shit. Whatever.
He's got a fucking deadline.
Look, I gotta make some money. I gotta make Keggerman, send him out to all the high schools.
He doesn't have Dr. Light's VC money or whatever.
Dr. Light, the difference between Dr. Light and Dr. Wily is like quality and quantity.
Yeah.
Like, all Dr. Light's robots are really good and have a lot of great purpose behind them. And Dr. Wily makes 700 times more robots, but he just makes shit like Spring Man. Like, what's Spring Man gonna do besides spring at people and hurt them? Nothing.
He's on a fucking budget. I respect that. I mean, do you want to hang out with Dr. Cossack or whatever?
Yeah, Dr. Cossack's awesome.
Really?
You ever seen him? He looks like Gordon Freeman, but like real short. It's awesome.
I've seen him. I just don't really know anything about him.
Dr. Cossack made all the Mega Man 4 Robot Masters. That's like the best story in Mega Man Megamix, by the way. Like,
he just kind of seems like a third wheel.
He made Skullman. Like, all the other Robot Masters from Mega Man 4 have a purpose. Like, Dustman cleans up.
Yeah, Skullman's just to kill.
Yeah, Skullman's purpose was to murder Mega Man, so, like, Dr. Cossack had to, like, shut him down after he, like, gained control of the robots again. And that was a mistake, because Skullman wants revenge. And it's not just because he was shut down, it's because his family gave up on it.
Oh my god, is that real?
It's real. That's Mega Man Megamix. The story's called The Grim Reaper of Resurrection.
Fuck.
It's so good. But Keggerman would not fit into that world.
I don't know. He could be a background character.
I don't think he would fit into the real Mega Man games either. There are a lot of gun robots, but there aren't a whole lot of drinky robots in Mega Man.
There are flower robots, and there are, like, ski robots. Like,
that's true. What I was wondering about Keggerman when I was making him is, like, does he drink just to refill his body? Is it, like, necessary that he drinks?
I feel like his keg and his internal organs are separate. So the stuff that he drinks from his keg, he eventually pisses out.
I just picture that there's like a little like compartment door on his crotch that just flips up, and there's just like a little hose that goes psss. When I was talking about pissing in public, that's immediately what came to mind.
I mean, obviously, this character has to piss, like, constantly.
That's what we were talking about in the board meeting when Keggerman was created over at Capcom. We were all sitting around like, this character must piss.
Like Dr. Wily spared many expenses, but not piss-wise. Like,
my son must piss.
he's got to piss. It's like, where can we cut corners on this robot? Well, not the fucking piss mechanism.
No, we gotta. He like produces, like, maybe his body produces beer, and he pisses out like the byproduct.
He just like internally sweats beer.
Yeah, and he just like pisses out the byproduct. And he just has to piss all the time. Yo, bro, I'm just gotta take a leaky.
Oh my god, fuck this guy.
Fucking one time I had to go to the fucking dean's office, yo, and this fucking dean looked me straight in the eyes and he said, look, I don't care if your dad owns the fucking dealership, brah. And I said, what, brah? You fucking talking to me like that, brah? Yo, my dad's Dr. Wily, brah.
He owns the dealership.
He owns the dealership. And you know what? My dad came down and fucking set him straight, brah.
Dr. Wily was like, I'm very sorry for my son. Please don't expel him. We can't take him back home.
I'll never bring him to this campus again, I promise. Yo, I don't need this fucking school anyway, brah. Like, I got a free ride up at Fairmont, brah. Like, I can go wherever I want, brah.
Dr. Wily just takes out an actual gun. It's like, I'm sorry.
I have to put him down. I'm sorry. Yo, Dad, what's up with the peace, brah? Stop calling me brah.
Oh my
Yo,
God.
that's a totally frosh move, Dad. Totally frosh. Jeez.
This guy's harshing my mellow.
Oh, well. If Keggerman dies, he dies.
Rip.
As always, we opened up the floor to fan submissions. We want to know what the original characters of our universe are going to be, and who do we turn to except mostly strangers on the internet, right?
Right.
How else are we going to find anybody?
I mean, we could go out in public and ask people to give us Mega Man OCs. That sounds dangerous.
That sounds hilarious, actually. One day we're going to have to do that.
Absolutely not.
Look, as it turns out, neither of us has friends, so we invited a bunch of strangers onto our podcast to tell us about their original characters.
Yeah, can I do the first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Knock yourself out, buddy.
All right. Woo. Jared writes, Mega Man original character, please don't steal. Guys,
very important.
Don't steal this one. We're going to put it on the podcast.
Not steal.
But so help you God if you steal him.
If I see anybody out there on the internet who stole this character, tell him my dad, bro.
Yeah, he he owns the
Yeah, he doesn't work.
He doesn't work for
fucking anybody, brah.
Jared writes, my Mega Man original character, please don't steal, is Pasta Man. Oh my god.
Pasta Man!
Did Jared send us the pasta producing My Hero Academia character?
I think so.
Alright. A robot with the ability to shoot an endless stream of pasta out of his arm cannon. Wait, no, I already did that in episode 2. Give me a second. Nice. Okay, my real Mega Man original character, please don't steal, is Paper Man. I'm surprised there hasn't been a Paper Man.
There is a Rock Man and basically a Scissors Man.
Yeah,
but there's no Paper Man.
Not to be confused with Paper Boy, the newspaper delivering robot. Paper Man was built by Dr. Light to make paper as efficiently as possible. Sounds like this guy's going to be best friends with Library Man.
We're building a universe here. It's all connected.
Because all robot masters need to have a practical purpose. Even Centaur Man, who apparently was built to be a museum tour guide. That's awesome. But he also had to be part horse to do that for some reason.
The one that makes no sense to me is from Mega Man 11, Torch Man, who has 2 giant erupting torches of fire on his shoulders.
Yes.
Is a forest fire prevention robot.
Well, you see, although it might seem counterintuitive, like, one of the reasons why California is on, like, fire all the time now is because they, like, the indigenous people who live there used to set controlled burns so that, like, you wouldn't have these giant flaming burns.
Well, that's true. I don't think he's meant to do that. Wait a second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look this up.
This is important. We gotta know what Torchman
Oh,
does.
shit. He's a scout guide. He's meant to teach children about forest fires.
I mean, he could probably scare them straight.
I'm gonna burn this shit down. No, don't.
I mean, That guy sounds cool.
I love that guy. Well, Centaur Man is like, he just got a job as a museum tour guide. He was like a combat robot, like all the other robots from Mega Man 6 to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, the job economy is tough, but like...
He was just like, I gotta do something with my life besides wait for robots to kill, right?
Yeah, so he's following his passion and being a museum curator, or tour guide. I mean, that's good. Good for him.
I'm really glad that worked out for him.
But back to Paperman. So anyway, Paperman has a three-way friendly rivalry with Cutman and Mega Man, the origin of which is lost on the casual audience.
How casual can you get? I don't know shit about no rock, paper, scissors.
Stone Man claims to be part of the rivalry too, since unlike Mega Man, he actually shoots rocks as opposed to plasma energy lemons. However, Stone Man's weapon, unlike the Mega Buster, is useless.
The Power Stone is completely worthless.
Seriously, look it up. The Power Stone is the most unusable power in the entire series. Yeah, you shoot a rock, but it flies in such a wide arc, it's pretty much impossible to hit anything with it. It's so bad, even pirouetting Top Man and slide-kicking Charge Man make fun of him. But I digress. Paperman's weapon is the origami cutter, the ability to shoot paper ninja stars. Shadow Man takes offense to Paperman, also having a ninja star-based weapon, but when Paperman explained to him that his Shadow Blade is basically the poor man's version of Metal Man's Metal Blade, nice, and that 90% of all Robot Masters are derivative of a previous one, also nice, Shadow Man acquiesced and the two went out for a Robo Beer. Hey, that fits into your character.
They went straight to Kegger Man.
But now I'm really getting it. They went to Kegger Man's corpse and just drank his blood.
Oh, it's warm now.
The origami cutter is strong against Stone Man, Plant Man, and Pasta Man. Damn it, Pasta Man came out. And Paperman himself is weak against the weapons of Cut Man, Blade Man, as well as Fireman, Flame Man, Heat Man, and the other 15 robots with fire powers. Because again, it's almost as if Capcom has been recycling the same basic idea for over 30 years, yet I keep buying them and rebuying them like I'm an addicted fanboy or something. Can't they just make Mega Man X9 already?
He's got a point here. I mean, like,
oh, yeah.
The thing is, when you get into, like, Mega Man 7 and 8, like, I'm staring at the Robot Master screen, like, I have no fucking clue what hurts what here. I got no idea anymore.
I mean, Clown Man is hurt by gun.
As everyone is.
Yep. Sent from a magic space phone from the future, Jared. Thanks, Jared.
Jared, what a beautiful character. Paper Man, not Paper Boy.
I kind of picture him as like maybe a printer, just like a printer with like robot arms and legs. Although I guess that'd be more Ink Man.
I was like picturing him as like a paper copy of Mega Man, the Doodle Bob. But just Mega Man.
Yep. I like that he hit on a lot of the things that we were saying too, like the too many fire robots, the derivative nature of most of the robots. Like
it's so blatant in Mega Man, like to the point where like you get into Mega Man X and it's basically just Mega Man Robot Masters, but they're animals now.
I mean, yeah. But like, also there's Tornado Tunyon, which we don't even have time to get into Tornado Tunyon.
Duff McWhalen.
Apparently in the re-release they got rid of all of the Guns N' Roses references.
That's a part of history. You can't get rid of that.
Yeah, that's a part of like cringy, dumb history.
Look, those who forget the past are doomed to repeat it. I don't want to pick up Mega Man X9 and have the fucking Aerosmith character show up in it.
You know it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
I don't want to see a Mega Man X9. Mega Man X8 was oof.
Yeah, Mega Man X8 was not the best game.
Axel's a great character, though.
Excuse me?
Axel's a great character, though.
Alright, so this was the final episode of Original Characters. We won't be back.
Fan favorite Axel.
Everyone's favorite character, Axel, from those games no one played.
Also, the RPG that no one played.
He's like the other characters except shitty.
And young. He's like the Scrappy-Doo.
Everybody loves a Scrappy-Doo. They had to Cousin Oliver Mega Man X because they didn't have enough characters already.
What am I fighting for?
I love Mega Man X.
Me too.
Like, at a certain point, Mega Man X becomes Mega Man Zero the prequel, though, and I'm not on board for any of that.
I mean, that's kind of when I start liking Mega Man.
Like, I don't like Mega Man Zero. The gameplay really turned me off. The constant backtracking.
I love Mega Man Zero.
And I don't really care for Zero that much as a character. He's alright, but like, I feel like I would have liked him a lot more if Keiji Inafune wasn't like jizzing directly into my face over him the whole fucking series.
I just think the aesthetic of Mega Man Zero is top-notch, second only to Mega Man Legends.
It's a cool-looking series, for sure. The artwork is amazing that goes along with it.
Yeah.
And Legends is amazing as well. There's no Zero or Axel in it, so it's way better. But
Zero appears as a cartoon on TV.
It's true. I like Zero. I don't have anything against Zero. He was pushed over top of Mega Man X in his own series that I didn't really like too much. I love Swords. Mega Man X. He's a great guy. I love that guy. He's like, fuck, I want to make a better world, and you guys are all just fucking trying to kill each other.
I don't know. He's a little too chosen one for me.
Well, it's not that he's the chosen one. It's that some archaeologist dug him up and made 1 billion copies of him. I don't know how robots work. Oh, well.
And then he woke up and he was like, I'm the original one?
He's like, well, I guess I'll kill the rest of them, since that's how everybody solves their problems in this era.
I don't remember much, but this feels right.
Yeah. I don't know how the series ends, but I'm sure it ends perfectly well for everyone.
Yeah, that definitely puts a darker shade on the original Mega Man series.
Yeah.
We have like 10 million emails.
We have 10 million emails. So there might be some emails edited out here and there. Sorry about that if that happens. Like, we love all your suggestions. We're going to be posting all the art onto the Twitter.
Yes.
Which is at OGOC Pod, because I'm great at acronyms.
Ooh.
Original characters. Oh.
Go to there. Follow that. The it.
Follow it. Follow the it.
Follow the it.
So our next email is from Sam Lindstrom.
Aw, yeah.
Who titles that email, Cool, I'll see you. Which is a great title.
Oh man, he did the art and he did an 8-bit version of it. That's
like
so
a few people did that, which blew my fucking mind. The people made sprites.
That's so great.
And it's amazing art as well.
It is. Of course, because it's Sam.
Of course. Sam's got that like aesthetic that I fucking love.
Yeah, he do.
Good 20XX morning to you original characters.
Good morning.
When I was thinking of an OC Robot Master to send in, I thought about how most of them serve a practical function before being gifted the chance to become self-aware autonomous beings who deserve their own freedom, and we foul human scum. Then I took a cold shower and came back to the prompt.
Okay.
My OC Robot Master has the power of time convergence.
Alright, so this isn't my first time to the Sam Lindstrom game. I'm waiting for the eventual this character destroys the universe or genocides the human race.
He certainly got the tools for it already.
Yeah. I think this one's going to come up a little sooner than usual.
It was a pretty steep task when Dr. Light was told to make a robot that could bend the fabric of space-time. He was like, my last guy just had scissors on his head. What are they honestly expecting from me? Regardless, he got to work and made a robot master that has the power to displace himself and other objects in time, allowing him to travel between different points and adjust circumstances before and while they're happening.
Jesus.
Dr. Light, you made a guy with scissors on his head.
Jesus, why wouldn't Dr. Light just, like, make a suit that does that for him? Like, you really gotta automate that task?
Yes. That is the Mega Man world.
Oh,
I don't want to flip burgers. I'll make a burger flip robot. I don't want to have to go through the time travel loop, so fucking I'll make a robot for it. Whatever.
I guess.
You'd think this kind of power would have all kinds of incredible possibilities. He could be used in disaster prevention, getting people out of burning buildings before they're set on fire, or relocating criminals from the scene and time of a crime. But his real application was a little more pedestrian. He was used as a failsafe to help elderly people remember to take their meds on time.
The fucking zeitgeist, dude. We're all about helping elderly people.
Well, half of us are. I'm more about getting young people drunk. If they missed their schedule, he'd transport back and be there with the medicine and a glass of water for them.
Aww,
that's pretty useful. He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
That's a pretty useful resource to have around until they realized that just including a built-in alarm on the pill container could be just as effective.
Well...
Now obsolete, the robot was approached by Dr. Wily, who promised him just the baseline amount of dignity a time-traveling robot would normally expect. In accordance with the sinister doctor's plans, he used his power to upset the space-time continuum and yada yada genocide schmenocide. The country's being run by giraffes now.
There it is.
You know, Sam delivers. Like, you have a certain expectation for a Sam Lindstrom email, and he delivers.
He knows what we want. He knows what we're here for.
Because of his application in the homes of senior citizens, the Robot Master is shaped like a cuckoo clock with robot arms and legs jutting out of it. His head, which just looks like a cartoon bird head, is sticking out of the front where the cuckoo bird would pop out.
Adorable.
I made an illustration and also tried my hand at a pixel version, which is something I'm not very familiar with.
Came out great.
It's super cute. It's like a little adorable dude.
I can't believe he girafficides us all.
He's so cute. How could he? How could he leave the world a giraffe's paradise and a human's hell? His level theme is clocks, definitely, but it's also themed after a stereotypical upper-middle-class person's home. You know, plastic linings on the couches, a lot of expensive dishware locked off in the cabinets, a candy dish where most of the candies are nuts or mints.
Oh my god.
A well-dusted piano that hasn't been played in years, and just a lot of clocks. Too many clocks, and they're all just a little bit off-sync, which plays into the soundtrack of the song. Different toned chimes serve as a recurring melodic through line that occasionally overlaps with itself, making you feel like you're going insane.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if I want to play this guy's level. How many giraffe enemies are in this level?
I mean, I feel like there's got to be just a little giraffe. Like, that's his secret love. Like, just little giraffes everywhere.
There's definitely got to be a mid-boss that's just a normal giraffe, and it just attacks you like, it's our world now, Mega Man!
It's got a knife.
It's got a knife in its mouth, and it takes forever to swing down and hit you.
Oh my god. What if it hits you, you're dead, though. All that fucking leverage. All that giraffe neck leverage.
That giraffe ridge.
That giraffe ridge. I don't care what titanium ally you're made out of. That's a giraffe with a knife. You're done.
Unstoppable. His battle involves him using a bunch of traps that jut out of the walls and ceilings of his room and his time manipulation powers. His main attack has 3 phases. First, you see an intangible, translucent ghost of the traps going off. When this is going on, a big clock on the back of the wall is counting down. This is like anxiety-inducing.
Yep.
Second, the clock resets and Mega Man has to jump and dodge in time with the traps that went off. Third, this is like a disappearing block puzzle, except the blocks kill you.
Oh my god.
Third, you lose control for a moment as the Robot Master forces Mega Man's path and the traps going off to converge at the same time, seeing if you dodge them correctly. It's all about timing and positioning. He also shoots his head at you. You know, like a cuckoo clock.
Yes.
This is the power Mega Man gets when he beats him. Spring ahead. Maybe it would have been nice to control space-time, but the head thing is easier to design the other level around. Okay, gamers?
Actually, I prefer it.
Yeah, I agree. His weakness is Honeyman's ability, Sticky Stuck. Because honey doesn't naturally decay over time, I guess? I don't know.
Makes sense.
Honeyman is weak to Vibration Man, and Vibration Man is weak to maybe we can try it tomorrow, I'm really just not feeling it tonight, man. I don't know what those designers were thinking.
There have been a lot of Mega Mans.
Look, we gotta put something in the game.
And they gotta write what they know.
I gotta write what I know when I go home to my bitch of a wife, okay? Anyway, he is totally dating Crash Man because Crash Man's theme is my favorite, and if I can walk down the aisle to it, someone will goddamn do it. Oh, and how could I forget? The name of this time-traveling, elder-helping, head-shooting robotic powerhouse is Later Man.
Nice.
Yes, that was definitely the first part I came up with. Good luck in the Giraffe Wars, Sam.
Thanks, Sam.
I think we've established that we do not stand a chance in the Giraffe Wars.
Oh no! If they can, like, just get their hands on like or their hooves on the knife factory, we're done.
I like that there's just a factory only for knives.
Yeah, dude. Don't you know the Mega Man lore?
There is a factory for everything in Mega Man. Every industrial robot has a factory for thing.
Where is Knife Man going to go?
That's true.
If not the knife factory.
Thanks for that email, Sam.
Thank you, Sam. It was awesome as always. Our next email is from It's giving us Basketball Hoop Man.
Oh my god, my dream come true! A basketball OC!
Oh my god. Hi, Jeff and Kevin. Super Sensei here. Ooh, maybe I should call him Super Sensei.
That's fine. His name is Super Sensei.
Super Sensei here. Here's my submission for the Mega Man original character. I hope you enjoy. After Dr. Wily lost to Mega Man in Mega Man Soccer, he wasn't done trying to become a sports superstar. This time around, he decided to try and become a basketball star. While practicing with his robot masters, he was getting so good at the game that it became boring. So Wily decided to make a new robot master, Basketball Hoop Man. Now the game would be more challenging if the basketball hoop could move around.
That was not where I thought where this is going at all. Wily is like 200 Michael Jordans. He's too good at the game. He needed more of a challenge.
What? Wily, like, really missed his calling, I feel, as a basketball superstar.
He makes real cheap, shitty robots, but you should see him on the court.
Wily used an extra set of treads he had from Darkman 1 and attached a robotic basketball hoop with a personality. He's pretty chill and just likes to hang out, especially if he can't do too much. Especially since he can't do too much.
What a hellscape this guy lives in. He can move up and down, and that's it.
He's pretty chill. Here are his powers. He can move 4 miles an hour. He can stretch his neck from 3 feet high to 10 feet high, which is the regulation size for a basketball hoop. With his powers, he can make a game of basketball way more challenging, as he is now the only hoop on the court that moves around. Wily felt proud of himself to recreate the game with his own rules. Unfortunately, he got bored after a week and completely forgot about Basketball Hoop Man.
Aww. Maybe Wily was the bastard.
I guess this takes a sad turn. Basketball Hoop Man, BBHM, doesn't get out much since he can only move at a maximum speed of 4 miles an hour. In fact, he couldn't change his neck if he couldn't change his neck size, he wouldn't be able to get through doors, which is still sometimes a problem. He usually needs some help from one of the bigger robot masters like Stone Man or Woodman to help him push through the doors. Damn.
This is getting genuinely sad.
Dr. Wily doesn't pay much attention to BBHM since he got bored with basketball, but he sometimes uses BBHM as a cherry picker to work on his various projects. That's nice.
At least he still has some purpose.
BBHM doesn't really like having balls in his face, which is really a raw deal for him since he gets used as a hoop by the other robot masters, I guess. His eyes also happen to be right above the hoop where the square on the backboard would be. Some of the bigger robot masters can get a bit rough and have ripped off his hoop. It's like having her mouth ripped off, which is no fun. Jesus Christ.
I would categorize that as no fun. I really would.
Since he doesn't have arms, BBHM can't really do much but observe his surroundings. He likes to look up into the clouds and see different patterns because it reminds him that we're all just floating around. That's why Cloudman is his favorite robot master to hang out with, since he can control the weather. Great. One time, Mega Man had stormed... So sad. One time, Mega Man had stormed Dr. Wily's castle and took Basketball Hoop Man's power. This allowed Mega Man to stretch his neck all the way to 10 feet. Mega Man thought this power was stupid and deleted it as soon as he could. Basketball Hoop Man is also the only survivor of the incident that caused all robots to shut down. Some say the incident was caused by Wily. Others say it was a result of when Mega Man had enough of Dr. Wily's crap and finally killed him. Either way, the incident wiped out every robotic being but Basketball Hoop Man. Maybe because he was made out of a special metal only for basketball hoops. BBHM was sad, though, since he was the only robot left alive, so he deactivated himself.
He fucking committed suicide!
In the far future, Dr. Kane, who found Mega Man X, would eventually find Basketball Hoop Man in some ruins and reactivated him. Basketball Hoop Man was confused as to why he would be revived. Dr. Kane said, "You have a higher purpose than just being a basketball hoop. Basketball Hoop Man now works as a Maverick Hunter. Basketball Hoop Man now works at Maverick Hunter HQ and helps as a coordinator on missions for X-Zero and the other Maverick Hunters. He was happy now that he had a higher purpose, and even say his life is now a slam dunk."
That was the whole purpose of that character. To say his life was a slam dunk. I could feel it.
We got sprite art of him too, and he's great.
He is a basketball hoop with eyes on a giant tank tread. And he also included Mega Man using these powers.
Which is kind of horrifying. I can see why Mega Man would delete that.
How do I make this extra mass to make my neck longer?
It's just coming out of his intestines or whatever. It's real true body horror.
Yeah, we'll post that on the Twitter, of course. Go follow it at OGOC Pod. Go check shit out.
We'll post on the darknet. Thanks, Super Sensei.
The deepest dark web.
The dark web.
Our next email is from Spivsy.
Spivsy?
Who says, "This is my Mega Man OC." Is
Mega
Man He made a sprite too! That's awesome!
Oh my god.
His character is named 16mm Man, and he's a film strip-based robot master whose stage looks like a movie studio, so it's all falling stage lights and giant spinning reels. Beating 16mm Man gets Mega Man the ability to rewind time by 2 seconds, useful if you fall off a ledge. Another time power. He has a beret on because film directors still wear berets, right? And those weird pants.
Love it. Love it.
I also made this guy whose name is Bad Man.
If I may describe him.
Please do.
He's sort of a Rick and Morty-ish Mega Man from the waist up, with like an assortment of teeth. And what appears to be a hoodie that says Bad Man on it. He's wearing gray underpants and farting. And he has realistic human legs and socks. And he's also flipping the bird.
He's got so hairy legs, too. Oh.
That's canonically what is under Mega Man's armor.
Yeah, that's just Mega Man wearing a hoodie.
Yeah, this is just like fucking Fun Time Weekend Mega Man. This is like Laundry Day Mega Man.
Fuck the world, Mega Man. He lives in a really shitty house where all he does is play Guitar Hero World Tour, which he torrented off the internet. When Mega Man kills him, he gets the ability to take his shirt off when he uses a urinal. What?
I wish I had the confidence to do that.
What the fuck? Why? And
I'm gonna say it. Bad Man's the best character.
Only Kevin was brave enough to say Bad Man is the true best OC.
You gotta stand up for your beliefs, and I believe that Bad Man is the greatest Mega Man character I've ever seen.
Spivsy finishes out the email by saying, "I really like Mega Man!" with a bunch of exclamation points. Spivsy, he didn't say love. He really likes Mega Man.
Spivsy, you're too good for us. You're giving us the high art, and you're giving us the even higher art with Bad Man.
Spivsy is... I know Spivsy because he's a patron of M-Class Podcast as well. He spends some time in a Discord. Spivsy is a genius.
I can see that.
Everything he touches turns to gold. Sometimes it turns to platinum, and that's Bad Man.
Oh my god. Yeah, clearly. This one is from Sean.
Boston Sean himself.
Thank you, Spivsy, for the last one.
Oh yeah, thank you, Spivsy.
We really want to lock in that thank you. We don't want you to feel like you're unthanked because, like, Badman. Come on. Genius. Okay.
I might print that out and hang it on my wall, to be real honest with you, to remind me of the original character's heights that I'm trying to reach when I create my own.
I might just dedicate a whole monitor to keeping that up.
What's this fourth monitor for? Do not gaze upon it.
That's Badman's monitor. It is not for you. Boston Sean has sent us an email entitled Manliest Mega.
Ooh. Oh, there was no question mark on that one. It is the manliest mega.
There's no the, so it's just manliest mega.
So maybe we were both mistaken a little.
Sean asks me to read as if presenting an E3 press conference. I don't really know how to do that, but I'm gonna give it my best shot.
Well, the old college try.
Wow. How about that? Let's hear it for the Monster Hunter team. This is kind of Reggie. Like, this is kind of how Reggie...
Of course. I was picking that up already, actually.
Yeah. Well, that's all the time I got.
Oh, I miss Reggie already.
Me too. Let's hear it for the Monster Hunter team. I hope you all look forward to all our exciting announcements and enjoy playing all our wonderful demos on the show floor. But before I leave, I have one last thing to announce. 32 years ago, we introduced the world to the Blue Bomber. And to celebrate his 32nd birthday, we are excited to bring you Mega Man XX. This will be... Thank you. This will be our largest and most ambitious Mega Man title yet, with a whopping, click slide, 54 robot masters, each with their own stages and themes.
What?
That's a lot. We couldn't tackle this undertaking alone, and we're excited to announce a new partnership with Pringles. There's the prestige. There's the turn.
Oh my god.
That's right. For the first time ever, you will play as Julius Pringles.
Hold the fucking phone. Is that really the mascot's name?
Can you fact check that?
I'll fact check that while you continue on.
I want to believe. Armed with his new tube cannon, he'll stop hunger right in its tracks. Watch as he defeats the nefarious Sour Cream and Onion Man, and inherits his ability, which will, of course, change his appearance to the green and white motif made famous by this classic flavor.
It is. His name is Julius Pringles.
Holy shit.
I can't fucking believe his name is Julius Pringles.
Holy shit.
I didn't want to learn tonight, goddammit, but we learned.
I'm glad I packed a bug-out bag, because I need to leave. I gotta go.
Like, I don't know if I can even do the podcast anymore. I'm just going to be sitting here thinking about that the whole time. Like, yeah, I don't know if that's a funny OC. Fucking Julius Pringles.
I don't know if I can do any podcasts anymore. Look for specially marked packages of Pringles snacks for an exclusive power-up exclusively for Nintendo Switch. Just scan the package to the NFC reader and, wow, look at that. Proto Man has joined in on the fun as Pringle Man. Armed with his new Tube Saber, he's looking to take a slice out of boring old potato chip snacks. You'll be able to stop Dr. Wily from stealing the world snack flavors on August 25th of this year. And remember, once you pop, you can't stop.
Oh my
Virus-free via avg.com.
Part of me was really hoping you wouldn't read that so I could.
You gotta read it. You gotta read it.
I'm glad that you took that extra step for us.
I mean, no one, we're getting so many viruses from these emails. Like, every single one of them.
Yeah, what's up with the rest of you guys? You don't feel like taking an extra step for us?
Yeah, we ain't worth it? Like, oh, yeah, it'll take you 5 seconds and $69 a month for AVG.
$69.
$69? Dollars.
What a beautiful email, Sean.
I think I get the thought process behind the Pringles Mega Man tie-in.
Please enlighten me.
When you put a Pringle can on your arm and you make a fist, you kind of look like Mega Man.
Oh my god. I used to do that all the time when I was a kid.
Me too. And it's like this is all coming together. This is childhood, adulthood, capitalism, socialism. It's just a rainbow. It's a rainbow of influence.
It's a rainbow.
It's a rainbow.
Well, why is it Mega Man XX then? Explain that one, Boston Sean Cole.
Oh my god. I don't...
I feel like Boston Sean just got a fat-ass check, though, for sending that.
Yeah, he's getting the fucking Pringles sponsor. He's a sponsored emailer.
That's
how good at emails he is.
He got a check straight from Julius Pringles himself.
God damn it, Julius Pringles. Thank you, Boston Sean. Thank you for the nightmares and the fucking existential crisis that is Julius Pringles.
I can't believe I spent my whole life not knowing that. And more so, I can't believe that I didn't get to spend the rest of my life not knowing that. Our next email is from VG Dad.
Yay!
VG Dad's a good dude.
He is good.
And the email is entitled Grocery Man.
Aw.
Hey, OC boys.
OC boys.
OC boys.
We can't take that.
We gotta make our own at some point.
Jeff and Josh are gonna sue the shit out of Jeff and Kevin.
I don't need Jeff and Josh up my ass. I get enough of Josh up there.
They're fucking litigious as shit.
I'm pleased to introduce you to Mega Man's next great foe, Grocery Man. Grocery Man was among Dr. Light's earliest robotic creations. Originally designed to serve as an assistant to the people of Monsteropolis. That's a fucking deep cut. Monsteropolis.
Is that
in the original manuals that came with Mega Man 1, 2, and I think 3? It says that the city they live in is called Monsteropolis.
Cool.
And I don't know why, since it's a game about robots, but that's what it's called.
Because Robotsteropolis doesn't really have the same flow.
Yo, they could have taken Robotropolis 10 years before Sonic did. Just saying.
Well, they didn't.
They didn't, so Sonic is safe again as the king of the OCs. Originally designed to serve as assistant to the people of Monsteropolis as they make their purchases at the local Safeway, Grocery Man was happy to serve out his life as a humble bag boy. Grocery Man has been in service for a number of years, and he works at the Safeway in the bad part of town. You know the one.
Do I?
The bad part of Monsteropolis.
Oh no.
So his service has been neglected, and his wheel is a little wobbly. It's cool, though. He can just kind of lean to one side, and it's not too much of an issue. Besides, what are you gonna do? Use the Grocery Man with the weird, mysterious, sticky crap on the handle? No thanks.
Oh my god, he's a grocery cart. I'm looking at a beautiful picture of him now. And he's got a banana, and he's doing a ki, and he's ready to fucking jam.
And he's a grocery cart.
It's so great.
During the events of Mega Man 10, Grocery Man contracts a bad case of robo-enza, causing him to go berserk and attack the people he was designed to assist. Armed with the mighty Bananarang, which serves to confuse and trip up opponents, he fortifies himself in the Safeway, behind a labyrinth of mid-grade toilet paper and off-brand cereals in bags with names like Admiral Crisp and Cinnamon Crunch Squares.
Love it. Love it.
He rearranges the aisles into a makeshift maze in an attempt to disorient any would-be attackers, as well as putting the conveyor belts from the checkout area in really inconvenient areas, like above the death pits.
I'm imagining it in my head, and I love it. I love grocery store levels. I love
oh, I do too.
Zombies Ate My Neighbors. That is really good.
The grocery store is my favorite level in that.
Yeah.
I love that this Safeway already had death pits in it. That's my favorite parts.
Oh man, that's a fridge joke. I love it.
This Safeway is definitely not up to code. How has this place not been shut down with that many instant death pits?
I mean, it is Monsteropolis.
It's true. Naturally, being this close to Grocery Man caused the other lesser robots, like Mopbot and Overhead Fluorescent Lightbot, also there's probably some Mets in there too, because there always is, to contract Robo-Enza and go berserk as well.
No!
Grocery Man's one known weakness is out-of-state post-dated checks, the signature weapon of Check Woman. Defeating him gives Mega Man his signature Bananarang, which Hungry Man will find particularly troublesome. I'm picturing Hungry Man not as like a hungry robot, but as a Hungry Man dinner with arms and legs.
Me too. Who's annihilated by the presence of actual food.
Thanks for reading, and as always, please do not steal.
Oh, fuck.
What a fucking great email, and it's made all the greater by the fact that someone already stole him on Twitter. Somebody already did art of this character on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah, VG Dad tweeted this at us, the character design, so I retweeted it, and someone already did fan art of this character.
That's awesome.
No stealing.
Guys, you gotta stop stealing, though. Thank you, VG Dad.
Thank you so much. That is the one tenet of our podcast. Do not steal, and you guys can't wrap your brains around it.
We're just gonna have to keep saying it until it comes through.
We just gotta keep saying it, putting it on logo t-shirts for sale for $20.
Yeah, that sounds like the responsible thing to do. Yeah.
We gotta merchandise this shit for the good of the original character community.
Yeah, for intellectual property law. Yeah. Our next email is from Matt.
What does Matt say?
Matt writes, Nunchuck Man, original character, do not steal. Thank you. We won't.
Do not steal.
Don't steal. Well, we're going to read it.
Yeah. Do not steal.
Nunchuck Man is Dr. Wily's greatest creation. After 31 years of stupid shit like Woodman and Pumpman. Fair. Wily's decrepit body finally figured out there's nothing cooler than nunchucks and made Nunchuck Man his greatest creation.
In case you didn't know, it's his greatest creation.
The hype is real for Nunchuck Man. Nunchuck Man has a body stolen from Shadow Man, one of the cooler robots, and nunchucks for a head.
How does that work?
So the chain is attached to the neck and can spin freely. His eyes are the actual nun part of the chucks themselves. And so fucking smart. And no, he doesn't have trouble seeing because he has perfect control of his nunchucks because he's Nunchucks Man. Well,
of course. I'm sorry I doubted him.
All the other robot masters don't even try to mess with him because they know they can't beat him. So he's the only robot master in Mega Man 69. Nice.
That's probably really gonna happen.
Mega Man knows he can't beat him either, so no one has beaten that game, even if they use a Game Genie. Kyle says he did, but he's a fucking liar who stole my fruit roll-ups. Speaking of roll, she also wants to date him.
Damn, Roll's like 10. Get out of here. What are you now, I guess if Nunchuck Man is also 10, it's fine.
His stage is a Shaolin dojo, but with nunchucks everywhere. The enemies in the stage all try and use nunchucks, but they fail because they're the only true masters of nunchucksu can use them properly. There's also a section where you have to cross those disappearing and reappearing blocks for 15 minutes. But
holy shit!
Jump, holy shit, that is brutal. But between every jump, there's also those enemies who jump out of pits and make you fall in. Holy shit.
This is the worst thing I've ever heard.
This is infuriating. Once you get to the Robot Master door, you don't jump through it. You die instantly because you're not cool enough to fight Nunchuck Man. People who slide through the door are nerds. Damn
hardline stance here on original characters.
Nunchuck Man's boss arena, not that no one's gotten there. How do we know?
Yeah, what does it look like? Who knows?
It's a flat surface with no gimmicks because he doesn't need any advantages to kill you. And in fact, there's several E-tanks that spawn in the room before, so go ahead and take as many as you want, you weak loser. We can't. We already died.
Yeah, I haven't made it there yet. Fucking only Kyle has, I guess.
I wish I wasn't such a nerd. Then I can fight Nunchuck Man. Powers, infinite nunchucks. Damn, that makes him pretty strong.
Jesus.
Perfect vision from perfect nunchuckery. Chaos control because he's that kid. That's awesome.
Dude, maybe that's why we both wear glasses. We're both shit at nunchucks.
I mean, I guess. I never asked why I wear glasses, but it's probably that.
Hey, optometrist, why do I have to wear these glasses? Oh, because you're fucking shit at nunchucking.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
He also has the ability to control Dr. Wily. All right.
Okay.
He's got immunity to all Robot Master powers in the Mega Buster because he nunchucks them away. Makes sense. He has Spark Shot because he killed that bitch Spark Man. But that weapon sucks anyway, so he never bothers to use it. Weaknesses. Anti-nunchucks, which don't exist, so he has no weaknesses. And also zip ties. I feel like this email is just a great synthesis of all of the past 3 episodes plus this one. We have the run-ons from Theranos, we have the chaos control. What was the other one we did?
Oh shit.
It was like a month ago.
Yeah, we did My Hero Academia.
Yeah, but nunchucks fit into that too somehow. I don't know. Of
course, there's got to be nunchucks in that world somewhere.
This just feels like a great synthesis of all those things.
I feel like on the other side of the computer typing this email is that kid with the mullet from the GIF. He types at the computer and turns to the screen and puts a thumbs up. Yep. That's who I'm picturing sending this email.
I feel like a nunchuck wrote this.
Just a sentient nunchuck.
Yeah, just tapping it out on the keyboard.
It was probably Nunchuck Man himself, and he's just typing with his eyes. Boom, 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 boom. Ow, 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 ow.
Now who's a nerd?
I got hands, but fuck that, I got nunchucks. Nunchuck that.
Thank you, Matt.
How do you follow up Nunchuck Man?
I don't know.
I guess it's gonna have to be Dakota. Who sends us an email, and it's entitled Mega Man OC. Very imaginative. And it starts... Howdy, OC crew.
I like that.
That's not bad. The OC crew.
I like it.
Instead of OC crew. Instead of a robot master, I've created an ally to Mega Man. Her name is Vibrato, and I know what you're thinking, but no, this has nothing to do with vibrators.
Fine.
I mean, if you gotta go this direction, you gotta. Vibrato's armor is pink and white, and she has platinum blonde wavy hair. Instead of a blaster, she has a tuning fork that can generate various vibrations. She can break crystal wine glasses, create small earthquakes, and sometimes can hit the brown note.
Cool.
She's best friends with Roll and occasionally helps Mega Man out of obligation to her buddy, even though she finds him annoying. She's a secret boss that you could battle by getting 101% completion status, and her arena is a dingy laboratory with a large seismometer that reacts to her attacks in real time. Thanks for the hours of entertainment and helping me get through work. Vibrato seems like a real Mega Man character.
I love Vibrato. I feel like this is a great character to introduce in season 3.
Oh yeah.
of the TV series. Just Vibrato shows up and she's got vocal fry.
Look, I guess I'll hang out with Mega Man if I gotta, but he's so annoying.
And then Wine Man shows up and Mega Man can't defeat him because he's not 21 yet, so...
Up Vibrato's to Vibrato.
Vibrato's put me in, coach.
Wine? Alright.
Who, what, when, where? Wine?
Vibrato strikes me as that type of chick. Her front door has a big black sign on it that says, live, laugh, wine. I get it? Because I like wine a lot.
I love her.
I don't know if I like her very much.
Thanks, Dakota.
Thanks for that email, though. I feel like you made a real character that time. Which is or isn't the goal of this show. I have no idea.
We really should have a mission statement.
Yeah.
Apart from Do Not Steal.
I love it. I love this picture with the next one.
I love him. This one's from Aaron, and the email is entitled OGOC Episode 4 Submission. What's up, you duo of dope dudes?
Yeah.
The name's Aaron, aka Daruma with a 4, sometimes on social media. Awesome.
Dafruma. Cool.
Jeff, we both go by our names on Twitter. Did you ever have a funny, internet name for any stretch of time?
I had an internet handle not even that long ago. I changed it, right before, back in the old ages when Mike Sadorf was on Twitter. Before he left, I changed it to @_Jeff Pennington. But before that, it was Jumpman without the U, so it was my initials, JMP Man. Jumpman.
That's smart. That's smart. I like that.
Everybody just called it JMP Man.
My internet name was Amelia Gaunt for a very long time.
Oh yeah?
And then I changed it to Real Kevin Cole because I wanted people to know I'm a person.
I'm not just an internet handle, guys. I'm a person with feelings.
I'm not just a really obscure reference to King Arthur, but Daruma is also cool, and it just sent me on a little
cool
trip.
It's a genuine cool name.
Long time, first time here.
Welcome aboard.
Or long time, first time here. That's how. What's the read on that one? Long time, first time here.
I think that works fine.
You got it. Okay, that
long time.
Good in the studio.
Long time first. Long
first. Long first time.
Here, there. What?
What? Oh my God! I'm so tired.
You can do this, Kevin.
You can do this. Okay. All right. After listening to the first few episodes of this wild ride of a podcast and experiencing some serious FOMO, especially after listening to that absolutely insane Daranos episode, I decided I'd take a shot at submitting an original character for your Mega Man episode.
FOMO?
Fear of missing out.
Oh, shit. I don't know anything. FOMO.
FOMO. You were missing out on the fear of missing out.
I was so scared I'd never learn that.
Submitted for the approval of the OGOC Society, I present to you an OC Robot Master I spent way too much time working on. But hey, if something's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. See attachment. Okay. All right. Let's download.
I love the submitted for the approval of the OGOC Society, too. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do an Are You Afraid of the Dark episode.
Oh my God.
Where people submit original characters, but they're just stories.
I mean, this podcast can be whatever we want.
Yeah, who cares? It's whatever.
Let me tell you about Capital Man.
Give me the 411.
All right. His number is Dr. Wily number 420. Nice.
He went the other way. Perfect. Because my guy was 169.
Yeah. Weapon, market inflation. Uh-oh. Weakness in inexorable growth. Capital Man. I love this fucking drawing. I like that the hat has
it so much.
Plaster on it. That's so good.
Capital Man was original. He has the Guts Man jaw, but it has a big dumb lip attached to it as well.
Yeah, and he's got the classic Mega Man character front butt.
He's got a gunt like all the other Mega Man characters.
Yeah. His quote is, "Cash rules everything around me."
Cash rules everything around me. I think that's how he talks too.
I bet. Capital Man was originally created to amass wealth for the people of Monsteropolis. Man, everybody fucking knows about Monsteropolis except for me. And distribute it wherever it is needed. Unfortunately, being the heartless megalomaniac he is, Wily uses the Robot Master to accrue wealth to afford building more robots. His weapon copy, is he just fat? Or is he
he's market inflation.
Oh, I get it now. I get it now. Despite being evil, Capital Man has a strict non-aggression pact that he follows at all times. Doesn't matter, kill him. When provoked, he attacks by launching razor-sharp shredded bills at his enemy to get rid of the problems around him. That was my favorite part of Jewel Man's stage, is that there's just dollar bills everywhere.
Cash robots.
Dr. Wily claims he has an invisible hand weapon that he can use to control surroundings, but nobody who has come into contact with Capital Man can prove its existence. As long as you do not attack directly, Capital Man will just sit stagnantly acquiring more and more mass until he inevitably implodes on himself. Dr. Wily has stated that, although he's not perfect, he's the best robot master he's got. Listen, we can't wait around for him to fucking implode. We gotta attack him.
This is fucking amazing.
This is art.
This is a statement. This has a statement, damn it.
I hope y'all enjoyed my ridiculous robot master that is not at all reflective of anything going on in modern society. Keep making them OCs and being OCs. Aaron/Deforma with an A sometimes.
Deforma.
Oh,
keep making them OCs and being OGs.
Nice.
I like that one a lot, dude. That was a great robot master.
That's a great
love
robot.
that
That's art. I like it when something comments on the day, on the anxieties of the now.
And I feel like that's going to be the anxieties of the now for a long time. So you may have made an evergreen robot master. Hopefully not. Hopefully not, but
thanks for that email. Universal Basic Income Man.
Universal Basic Income Man. His weakness, nothing. There's no downsides.
There's literally no downside. Let's just do it, please.
Our next email is from Anthony, and it's entitled Mega Man OC Sleep Man.
Sleep Man.
Sleep Man. He's always got an exclamation point.
I love it.
He wears a long green nightcap and slippers. He's also shaped like a mattress with arms and legs coming out, but he is very soft.
I love him.
I love just an item with arms, legs, and a face as a robot master. It's my favorite.
This is giving Badman a run for his money.
Well, Kevin's also incredibly tired right now, so Sleep Man is like his savior at this point. Prior to being turned evil by Dr. Wily, Sleep Man was a robot that specialized in fixing your sleep problems, including finding the right mattress for you, tucking you in, and yes, cuddling up if you need it. Yep. Sleep Man worked at a mattress store. Not one of those ones with the jacked up prices. This is the future, after all. Anyway, as part of Dr. Wily's robot conquest, Sleep Man was turned evil and forced to fight for Wily. Except, Sleep Man is just too good at his job, so rather than fight Mega Man, Sleep Man spends his nights cuddled up with Dr. Wily, wishing him sweet dreams. Aww. Also, Sleep Man himself doubles as a bed.
Aw, he's such a good boy.
I love this guy. What a good dude. Even evil, he's just out here helping people. Even if it is a megalomaniac that's trying to take over the world. Stats. Threat, 2 out of 10.
Yep.
Strength, 3 out of 10. Speed, 2 out of 10.
Yep.
Comfort, 10 out of 10.
Nice.
Bedtime stories, 10 out of 10.
This guy rules.
His power is Power Pillow. Sleep Man deploys a pillow from his reserves. Don't worry, it's just the right shape and firmness for you. He is a professional, after all.
I desperately need this particular robot in my life.
Please send Sleep Man to Kevin Cole, care of Original Characters.
Yeah, the original characters business can foot the bill for my mattress, right? our war chest runs deep, right?
We have so much money from that Daranos episode, so we're set for life.
We have all that podcast money.
Likes, giving you the best sleep of your life. Cuddles, kissing you on the forehead.
Thanks,
He dislikes voided warranties, sharp objects, and stains. Thank you, boys, and sleep well.
Thanks, Anthony. I love that guy.
This is I love Sleep Man. Sleep Man needs to come to my house, cuddle me up, and fall into a deep trance-like sleep with me from which we never wake up.
Sleep Man is truly the hero, I feel. Like, Mega Man,
the hero we really deserve.
Yeah, but like, if Wily could mass produce Sleep Man, we'd all just be chilling out. We wouldn't resist. We'd just be like, yeah, man, thanks for the bed. Just go for it. Just take over the world, dude.
Wily's never thinking outside the box. He always just thinks, you know what? I'll get 8 robot masters. I'll attack Monsteropolis, which everyone knows about.
Yep.
And that's how I'll take over the world. Somehow by taking over 8 factories, I'll take over the world.
I mean, you catch more mans with honey mans than vinegar mans.
I want somebody to send in Vinegar Man now. Why didn't that happen? Thanks to that email, though, Anthony. I feel like you've given Kevin a lot to look forward to when we're finally done with this glut of emails we have.
One day. Our next email is from Yakub.
My boy, Yakub.
Yakub says, do not attempt thievery for Phalanx Man. Phalanx? Am I doing that one right?
Yeah, Phalanx.
Phalanx. Stage enemy characteristics. Boom. I love these bullet points. Enemies appearing in groups. Walking in formation. Example. Mets. Bombiers. We got shield enemies like Sniper Joes. We got spears flying from off screen in an arc. We got a mini-boss, Hydrabot. I love all of that.
This is fucking awesome. I want to fight Hydrabot right now.
Oh, man. Just shooting off heads, but more heads show up.
Oh, for sure.
It's just full of heads.
It's like got the 3 necks, and then like the head just opens its mouth and then fires the head off at you. And then another head just goes pop out of it.
All right, I love that interpretation of Hydrabot. That's great. Boss fight strategy. Little to no vertical movement. Multiplies itself 3 to 6 times to form a phalanx formation. Awesome. This lowers the speed drastically. Periodically shields the front and the top of the formation. Shields reflect shots before getting destroyed. Phalanx sticks spears out when jumped on. Nice. When out of formation, i.e. when only one robot is left, the robot charges shield first on the ground.
Real ass Phalanx strategy.
Like, there's some fucking history and research going on.
Hell yeah. KG Inafune wouldn't do that shit.
No.
He didn't give a fuck.
Centaur Man will tell you more about
it. Head over to that Greek museum. Centaur Man will be waiting for you.
Boss weaknesses. Double damage from Rockman's Hard Barrage. Alright. Robot Master Weapon Formation Protocol creates 2 copies of Mega Man in Phalanx Man's color on either side of him. They copy the original's movement. They take 1 hit before disappearing. While Mega Man can use any weapon, the copies will just shoot the regular Buster in the same direction. That's really cool.
That's like the double ability from Ninja Gaiden, like the old games where like you created doubles of yourself every time you used it.
Or the Firefly ability from Mega Man X4 or something?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Send me what real one that is to our email address.
Yeah. At our real email address, send us the answers to those questions and all your nitpicks to OGOCpod. It's .gmail.com. That's our real email address. Send them all there.
Send them. He's strong against a mortal man. That makes sense. The copies Buster shots deal double damage, but he's ineffective against Phalanx Man during the Wily stage refight. Wow, so he's only, like, he can't even beat him. Yours, jumping and shooting, Yakub, and we got a cool, we got a cool art of Phalanx Man in like true Mega Man style. Like,
he is 100% Mega Man's sprite, the same type of style, just as Phalanx Man, and I love it.
Perfect.
Yakub always coming with the strong takes.
It's a clean, good email. Thumbs up. Thank you for sending it.
Thank you so much, Yakub. And our next email is from Evan, entitled Mega Man OC. Been loving the podcast, you two. Hopefully I'm not too late for this episode. My robot is Sharkman. Sharkman exists in Mega Man EXE, actually.
Oh yeah,
but I don't think
design.
It was.
Yeah.
He looked like a street shark, but way more angular.
I actually like a lot of the Mega Man EXE designs.
I do too. I absolutely love those designs. Like, there's some of them that are kind of dumb, but most of them are really cool.
Yeah.
And some of them that people find dumb, I find really cool. Because my favorite Robot Master is Nightman from Mega Man 6.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And the Nightman from EXE is, like, shaped like a giant chess piece with little feetsies that come out and walk around.
Oh, that's cool.
And everybody thinks he looks dumb, but I love him.
No, that's great. Everyone else is wrong.
Yeah. Stats, power, 6 out of 10. Accuracy, 9 out of 10.
Damn.
Jump, 2 out of 10. Cooking, microwave level.
Okay.
Fashion, 100 out of 10. Friends, more than you.
Ouch.
And sex, yes please.
Oh my god. Did he just think of that?
Oh my god, he just made that, dude. Can you believe that?
Holy shit.
A genius walks among us. Stage. It's a water level because everyone loves those, am I right? So of course it's going to have the underwater section with a spike roof. Probably a lot of piranha robots, at least one giant octopus mini-boss, a ton of pirate theming.
Love that.
And a small vehicle section where you ride a surfboard and avoid Sniper Joes riding on their own surfboards.
Alright, that sounds awesome.
That sounds Mega Man 8 as hell. Jump, jump, slide, slide. Shark Man. He's based on a hammerhead shark. Dude, I'm fucking on board. I love hammerhead sharks.
Hell yeah.
The head and tail is of a shark, but he has arms and legs. He has a gray, gold, and white color scheme. He was built by Dr. Light to help in oceanic studies, but Dr. Wily stole and reprogrammed him. And in Kevin's favor, he's best friends with Proto Man.
Yay, best friends! I like it when people have friends.
A lot of the other Robot Masters owe him money. What?
Because he's a loan shark.
Oh my god! You got me. I can't believe you got me. He has a crush on Splash Woman, because of course he does. His boss fight. His boss room is a little taller and more narrow and covered in green moss. There are spikes in the 4 corners and 2 halfway up on each side. When the fight starts, 15 colored orbs appear in the middle. These give Sharkman his power.
Wait, what?
Is this sounding familiar to you?
Is this a reference to something?
I don't know. You have to hit these orbs into the spikes to beat him. Be careful to not hit the black-colored orb until... Oh, he's a pool shark.
He's a
pool shark. His weakness comes from Stickman. It makes it easier to line up shots.
This is too good.
Oh my god. There's so many levels and layers to this email.
Oh my god.
And that's my Robot Master. I hope you get the joke.
You mean all of them? Because I'm pretty sure there are like some hidden ones that we need to go back to school to understand.
It's true. I feel like there has to be something in the stage that we missed. But that's for another day.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
You sleepy, Kevin?
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm sleepy.
Also, my backup Robot Master, Quicker Man. It's just Quick Man with some sweet flames painted on him.
Hey, we'll take him.
I understood that reference. We'll do a couple more of these. What do you think?
Yeah, we'll be okay. I got this.
I believe in you.
Thank you, Evan.
Thank you, Evan. That was a great email that was too smart for both of us.
I would really love to approach that email if I wasn't so goddamn tired. But it was still good.
Yeah, next time we're gonna convene our new podcast, Mysteries and Secrets Cast, and we're gonna look at that email with a fine-tooth comb to find all the hidden secrets in it.
Thank you. All right, our next one is from Zach.
Oh, Zach?
Zach writes, I have 2 original Mega Man characters. Don't steal either of them, please.
I'll try.
I'm gonna. First one is Caveman. Parents, you're probably expecting some Fred Flintstone-looking asshole with a big club, but he's got white hair and wears a Grecian toga. His shadow is separate from him and runs around independently. Nice.
Oh, okay.
You see, he's based off of Plato and the allegory of the cave because he's an intellectual.
I can't believe we got played so hard again.
Battle pattern. His shadow and him move independently, and he can get attacked by both, but you can only damage one.
Oh shit, he's like Gemini Man.
Yeah.
So Gemini Man just chased after each other.
Yep. Weapon Mega Man acquires the Shadow Blaster, a shadow duplicate who draws fire and attacks simultaneously.
Nice. Oh, it's the same thing as the other guy. Yeah. And he was Grecian too.
The weakness... I mean, that's a crazy connection. I love his... I laugh because I read ahead. Caveman's weakness is the weapon you get from Hemlock Man. That's how Plato died? Was
Socrates.
Socrates died. But it was Plato's algorithm. Whatever. It's a good joke. I like it. I get it. I took a lot of philosophy classes. Level theme. Primitive cave setup, lot of guys in animal furs, and saber-toothed tiger mini-bosses. Pretty basic.
That sounds like the caveman you were saying he wasn't.
The second character he's pitching is Caveman. Appearance. Okay, this one is some Fred Flintstone looking asshole. Wears animal furs. Battle pattern. Hits you with a big rock. Weapon Mega Man acquires large rock. Weaknesses. Modern diseases. Level theme. Greek theme. Lots of columns. Damn it. God damn it. Real intellectual puzzles involving manipulating shadows. Dr. Wily recruited both of these robots for the same scheme. When he gives orders, he doesn't like to be questioned, so they frequently can't tell which of them he's giving the order to. So they went to different levels. So good.
That is amazing.
That is really fucking good.
You ever feel like we aren't the ones that should be hosting this podcast? They are.
Oh no. It was never about us, Jeff.
Apparently not. I went into this like, I'm going to make the dumbest OCs with the funniest shit, and these emails are just like, nah, sit down, son. I got it.
This is how you do it. Thank you, Zach.
What a smart email, Zach.
What a fucking twist ride journey.
A twist ride. Our next email has very, very small type. Please don't do that. It's from David, and it's entitled Illuminati Man.
Oh my god. I'm looking at the image of this guy.
He looks amazing. I can't wait to post him up. I just noticed that he has McDonald's logos on his legs.
He's got McDonald's logos on his leg. He's carrying his arm is a bag of money, and his pauldron is a fucking alien head.
And his buster arm is like a lizard person head.
It's all there.
This is absolutely amazing.
and his kneecaps are Mickey Mouse's.
Oh my god, you're right!
Yep.
The main source of greed and evil in the world of 2000X. People have only ever heard of Illuminati Man, let alone seen him or made it to his hideout. His main features: pyramid head, mason chest symbol, reptilian arm tongue cannon, money bag arm, gray face shoulder pads, golden arch boots, and Mickey Mouse kneecaps. His abilities: warp, instantly changes positions, can even delay when he emerges. Throw money at, throws scattered wads of cash. Mega Man is temporarily stunned until the effect wears off or damage is taken. Silver tongue. Reptilian arm cannon launches forked tongue for a basic ranged attack, but it probably gaslights Mega Man and makes him doubt himself.
Shit.
And his final ability is Brilliant Influence, a flash attack that reverses Mega Man's inputs temporarily. That's smart.
Damn. That's cool. It's cool.
Stage: Secret Pyramid Compound. Music: X-Files theme 8 bits.
That's really good.
Starts in a forest with some Bigfoot enemies that toss a rock and try to escape into the forest. Also probably robot owls or something. Also, little flying UFO things that maybe abduct you and carry you backwards through the level like those dudes on Magnet Man stage. Oh, that's so smart!
Fuck that, though.
That does suck. Maybe some friendly or lost robot guys who suddenly change into reptilian enemies when you get too close or fire at them. As you enter the pyramid, the walls are adorned with ancient Assyrian, Mesopotamian, and Egyptian hieroglyphs and other shit you see zoomed in on Ancient Aliens videos. Some more reptilians, maybe some Sphinx enemies. How about a mole person robot mini-boss? Finally, you take a big drop, avoiding spikes or whatever on the way down, and reach a more modern-looking area with maybe computer monitors that maybe turn on as you pass by and have surveillance shots of Dr. Light or Roll, or the city, or the White House, or whatever. Maybe some presses printing money. Anyway, you run into some of those hard hat shooty guys, but instead of hard hats, they're wearing tin foil hats and shoot red pills. Oh my god.
That's great. That's
Also, maybe like globe or earth map dudes roll towards you and you have to shoot them a bunch real quick. And if they're defeated, they spin around and fall flat like a coin, revealing the flat earth.
Did Josh send us this? Is this a secret, Josh?
If it is, it's the most immaculate email we've gotten, I think. Like, it's more layered than anything, but in a different way. In the way where you end up a raving maniac if you keep reading far enough.
It's infiltrating the darkest corners of my mind.
It's true. You're going to be thinking about this when you finally go to sleep in a couple years.
Illuminati's going to ban this episode because of this guy.
If Kevin and I both end up dead, you know what happens.
It's the heck dang Illuminati.
The big struggle of the stage is the switching platform pattern part. Normally these parts have square blocks appear and disappear in a repeating sequence, but I was thinking maybe there could be a large unchanging platforms that are like Polaroids of faces or UFOs or whatever that are too far to jump to. Then there are these red paths that appear and disappear to connect them like yarn. The trick is that certain phrases of the pattern could have yarn actually blocking your path, so you have to choose which path you're on wisely for the switch. So it's the big pushpin board that has all the things connected.
So you guys actually have to start doing game design because these ideas are too good. Like,
this is genuinely amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you managed to beat him with his weakness, Piece of Love, that you earned from Unity Man.
Yay!
Weapon get, you get Cash Flow. Continuous streams of cash that can attract enemies to a particular spot, like over a pit or spikes all grouped together, to be taken out with a single attack or just out of the way in case you want to avoid fighting something. Doesn't directly do damage, so maybe it's the weakness of another robot master who summons smaller baddies as the main attack, like Mafia Man or even Terracotta Man.
Oh my god.
I love these fucking drawings, dude.
The drawings are so good.
I'm gonna have to post all of them so everyone can see.
I just love his poses. Yeah, and I love the Bigfoot on the far right. It's great.
Robo Bigfoot. Thanks again for the awesome podcast, y'all. Love it. Love y'all. Some alternates this time were Ceramic Man and Terracotta Man, John Goodman, That's Like Your Opinion Man, Quetzal Man, Yes Man, and Scat Man. Not a poop thing. Oh yeah, Do Not Steal Man. Signed, David S.
God damn, David S. That was beautiful.
It's so amazing.
You guys got to go to our Twitter because you got to look at them.
At OGOC Pod. Get over there. Follow us.
Follow us. Retweet us if you want to. If we fit your like aesthetic or whatever. Do it.
Do it anyway. I don't care whether you like it or not. Fucking do it.
All right. Are we going all the way, Jeff? Are we doing this?
I guess we're doing this. You're the one. You might need to take a nap in between emails.
All right, let's fucking do this. We only have a few left, so we're gonna go.
Oh my god, this one has Pringles in it. What the fuck?
Oh my god. Yes. Okay. Hey, Jevin.
Hey. Edit that so we say hi at the same time.
I will. Desrath writes, hopefully this Mega Man OC makes it in under the wire. You just got here.
Yeah, you were an hour before we started recording.
You did. Name, Total Outrageous Disappointment Man, Todd Man for sure.
Todd with 1D is back for 4 weeks running.
Power, Weaponized Disappointment. It's nice to slip back into Todd Man. For like Todd with 1D, like we're back.
It feels like a comfortable old pair of jeans that just pinch my nutsack.
Appearance. Todd Man looks just like Mega Man, except he doesn't have a Mega Buster. His legs are blue, his torso is white, and his arms are peach colored. He's also got a beard, so he's wearing blue jeans. He's a white guy. He's on a wife beater, and he's white.
This all sounds strangely familiar somehow.
Todd Man's stage is his treehouse, which is just a flat, straight walk from the starting point to the boss room, and isn't even in a tree. The platforms all look like old splintery wood planks nailed shoddily together. There's a few places where it looks like you're supposed to do some platforming. Once you get close, Todd Man shows up, apologizes profusely for the stage being out of order, and that he'd have more time to work on the level if Todd Woman didn't nag him so much.
Oh no.
Todd Man then starts fixing the stage, and while he's doing this, debris flies out of the cartoon dust cloud that he's doing his work in, and you have to jump on the speech bubbles containing his apologies and insults to his wife to avoid being hit. Leave Todd Woman alone, Todd Man.
Look, I feel like if anybody's to blame, it's probably Todd Man.
For all of this. When you reach the boss fight, Todd Man doesn't even attack you. He just talks about how cool his lame treehouse is and how glad he is to have a man cave to get away from the old ball and chain until you hit him. Until you hit him.
Yeah.
He cries. And he runs out into the stage. When you return to the stage, a new bar called Disappointment appears next to your energy. A new bar called Disappointment appears next to your energy, and it starts filling very slowly. If you get hit by the running Todd Man or his tears, instead of taking damage, the Disappointment bar fills a bit. If your Disappointment bar fills, instead of exploding, Mega Man just looks down solemnly and shakes his head. Todd Man has a few different patterns to his tears, which he telegraphs by stopping and either heaving a few heavy sobs or yelling something lame like, "I'll tell my dad on you."
He's married.
That doesn't stop him from having a rich relationship with his father.
Yeah, I'll call that a rich relationship already.
Cha-ching. All the apology speech bubbles are still around, and you use these as platforms to avoid his tears while shooting him. Todd Man's weakness is the Pringles tube cannon. Man, your eyes went straight to Pringles when you
as soon as I opened it, my eyes saw Pringles instantly, and I was like, "Oh no, more money for Sean."
We all know about the Pringles. Tube cannon doesn't actually hurt him very much, but every time you hit Todd Man with it, he stands still for a moment to eat the Pringle, and then announces, "Pringles sure are delicious, buy some today." God damn it. Does Pringles own our fucking...
I think we are a subsidy of Pringles Incorporated now.
Does Julius Pringles fucking own our asses now?
I kind of wish that you had not mentioned Julius Pringles again.
I'm sorry.
Because I had almost forgotten that name.
Oh my god. Okay. He says, "Pringles are sure delicious, buy some today," giving you a chance to escape or wail on him safely. Defeating Todd Man imparts his ultimate weapon for your use, crushing self-disappointment. With this equipped, you take 1/4 damage and spray deadly tears anytime you're hurt, but can't otherwise hurt enemies. If you equip crushing self-disappointment on a level, it cannot be unequipped until you defeat the boss, and you get a disappointment bar that slowly fills up, forcing you to speed through the levels as fast as possible. There it is. Ogokly yours. Robot Master of Pink. Is Pink a power? Desrath.
I feel like it is.
Oh my god.
That's
Todd already.
This sounds terrible. But
you
it's
made
supposed
Mega Man
to
cry. You made Mega Man cry, Desrath.
But I think the important lesson that we can take away today is that Pringles sure are delicious, and you should buy some today.
I think is that the last email?
That was our last email. Thank you to everyone who wrote in. As I said before, we couldn't get to all the emails because we got quite an influx of them this time, but I will be posting the names of the characters and the artwork we got onto our Twitter on the day this goes up, so head on over and follow at OGOC Pod on Twitter if you want to see all the cool artwork that was in this episode.
The artwork was either amazing, beautiful, or hilarious. Often 3 out of 3. Like,
hell yeah.
And so were the emails. They were all amazing and beautiful and hilarious.
You guys are unbelievably talented, and it turns out there's a lot more of you than we thought there were. So we might have to figure out some sort of system for that at some point. But
yeah, sorry again we can't get to all of you, and it's just there's so many of you, and you're all so good.
Yes.
And we're doing our best, and we hope you keep writing and sending in your OCs because we love it when you do that.
Oh yeah, I'll give you some tips here at the end of the show. Tip number 1: send your character to originalcharacterspod@gmail.com.
It's a good tip. That's where we check it.
That is the number 1 tip. Number 2, try to keep your entries fairly short. Like, if it's any longer than any of the ones we read on here, we might have to skip it for time. If you can make them slightly shorter than some of the longer ones we read on here, you'll have much better chance to get read.
And if you send them in early, and it increases the chance that we'll read it as well.
Oh, yeah. So. We always start at the first one we get and go forward in time.
Yeah. So, yeah, those are just some inside tips. We're going to try to get to as many as possible, and we love you.
True. We love you guys.
Please don't burn our house down.
No. Thankfully, none of you know where I live, so that's good. I'll give you one last tip for the night. Having a really cool original character is a good way to get your thing read, but also having a very, very bad original character is also a good way to get your thing read, because that's our real mission statement, is to make the worst original characters possible.
So your tip is either a very good one or a very bad one.
Yeah. If you're going to land in the middle ground, push it in one direction or the other. Make it like real good and like clever, or real bad and not clever, or a combination of both, like we had tonight.
Oh man, Jeff.
Kev.
I need to get Mattress Man or Sleep Man. I need to get that Sleep Man.
Kevin was such a trooper this time around. Like, I want everybody at home to go full clap at the theater, clap at the Marvel movie at my friend Kevin, because he stayed up late when he was exhausted to do this podcast.
I'm so brave. Thank you for acknowledging my bravery and my strength. I'm probably the most important person ever.
I'd probably have to agree with that. It's like you, the progenitor of mankind before we evolved, and then like Meryl Streep, maybe.
But Jeff, before I give into Lord Hypnos's like incessant demands,
yes,
we got to announce what we're doing next week.
Yes, we absolutely forgot to do that last episode because we were crying, laughing, and incapable of talking much at the end of the episode because it was the Daranos episode. So Kevin has not told me what he has in store for me next time. So Kevin,
so I don't know if you're gonna like this, but I've been watching a lot of the new DuckTales recently.
DuckTales original character.
I was thinking that, like, I was looking at all like the references to like Darkwing Duck and like all of the weird like Gizmo Duck and like all the weird other like things from the comics that never made it to TV and like Tailspin and shit, all that shit.
The funny animal duck universe.
The funny animal duck universe. The Indiana Jones-esque funny animal universe of DuckTales.
We're basically doing DuckTales universe. It includes all the spin-offs.
Yes.
That's amazing. I'm 100% on board with this.
All right, good. I wasn't sure.
I hope you guys will love my original character, Ronald Duck.
I hope you'll enjoy my original character, Kevin Cluck.
I actually want that pretty bad. Just a version of Kevin who is also a hedgehog, who is also a duck. And that's his full name.
So stupid.
This whole show is absolutely stupid, but I love it. I love it so much.
Thank you so much for making the show with me.
Thank you for making the show with me, Kevin.
If I wanted to listen to more of your thoughts, where would I go?
Well, you could find all of my thoughts and a big secret project I'm working on over on Twitter @_Jeff Pennington. Or you could listen to me on my other podcast, M-Class Podcast, which is all about Star Trek that I do with Josh Henderson from the previous episode.
It's a good podcast. Sometimes I'm there. And even when I'm not, it's really good.
Yeah, sometimes it's good, and sometimes Kevin's not on it. There is an archive of a podcast I did up until very recently. I think like a week ago, 2 weeks ago it ended.
Yeah.
Writer Club Radio that I did for 5 years about Kamen Rider and Tokusatsu. So check it out. It's still up.
Pour one out for Writer Club Radio.
Yeah, R.I.P. Writer Club Radio. You got real tedious to do at the end, but you were fun for like 5 years.
That's pretty good. Like,
yeah. It was wild. Like, we went through an entire season of Kamen Rider that was god-awful to watch, and we barely made it. And then we got one good season, and another bad season started, and we were all just like, fuck this. I'm done. Not doing that again. Because it's a year. It's 52 episodes.
Holy shit. Yeah.
No thanks.
Well, good for you for having standards.
Oh, well, thank you. I have at least one.
Yeah.
Kevin.
Me.
If people wanted to know more about your work and see more of your stuff out there in the world, where would they find you as if they don't already?
You can find me on Twitter at RealKevinCole. You can also find my video games at SuperTryStudios.com. That's it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Not true. Not true. Mr. Kevin Cole is also the star of the hit podcast Pretend Friends.
Oh. It's an ensemble cast.
It's an ensemble cast starring Kevin Cole, guest starring everybody else.
I am incredibly brave and important, so I guess
it's
I
true.
This success. Yeah, listen to Pretend Friends. It's a good. It uses it's good. I'm so fucking tired, Jeff. I just want to die.
I'll pull up the Slack with you real quick. I got it for you. Pretend Friends uses a derivative version of a system that Kevin himself created called Space Kings that his friend Hadley St. Clair is working on called
Fantasy Hour.
Fantasy Hour. I forgot the name because I'm dumb.
Oh, I thought you just wanted to include me.
I'm trying to pull you out of your bed already, man.
Two ladies whispering those bedtime stories.
Kevin's like the dude in the like Daffy Duck cartoon that just wants to sleep, who just like floats into the bed like. Anyway, check him out on Pretend Friends. Fucking stellar podcast. I love it. Everybody loves it. Check out his games at supertry.com.
Yeah.
Perfect games. All of them 10s out of 10s.
None of them have any flaws.
No. None. Also, one of them might have my art in it soon, so that's cool. Yeah. So check them out. Check out the podcast. Check out our Twitters. Check out at OGOC Pod. Send in your emails to originalcharacterspod@gmail.com, and we will see you again at an unspecified future date for more original characters. And
don't steal.
Trust me on this. Do not steal.
Stop stealing. Bye.
See ya.
Thank you for listening to Original Characters. Our theme music is Kai by Vidazen. You can find him on Twitter at _VIDAZEN_. And look him up on YouTube too, because he's great. The Original Characters podcast is made by Jeff Pennington, Kevin Cole. Thanks for listening. What a great show.